All right, we cut this. We cut this right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
been drinking and thinking.
So
You'll be hanging, swinging, drinking 2 kinds of Patron. 2 kinds of Patron. I done mixed up silver and gold. I done mixed up silver and gold. I'm trying to get drunk before this party. Somebody gonna have to carry me home. Carry me home. I done mixed up silver and gold. We done mixed up silver and gold. Silver and gold.
what's up, America? This is Caution, Warning, TT. Sorry to be here shortly. We sitting here thinking
And drinking.
and drinking. So today, first we want to say like, share, subscribe. You can get all our newest content. Make sure you hit the bell. So today we're going to talk about
Big
Chris
Willie
Rock
style.
and Will Smith.
Big Willie.
All of this madness.
Big Willie.
So we brought in the opposite sex to side with Jada if they want to. And we gonna say whatever we got to about Will, no stupid self.
They should call him Willie Backhand.
Right, right.
He didn't use the backhand.
Oh, well,
So-
we're going to call him Willie Front first. All right. That's a
So
good one, too.
we'll start it off.
Okay.
We'll give a woman's point of view because women's first. So let
Well, I
TT
gotta
take
go
it over.
first. Oh Lord.
Yes, TT. Tell us.
I don't know.
How do you feel about it? I mean, because
I
Will
feel
Smith
that
was...
it's unfortunately it's some acts that we do that we just can't take back. I think he really wish he could take that one back.
Really? You don't think he was defending the honor of his wife?
I think he looked at his wife's face and decided he needed to do it, but it was underlying issues behind that. There was just some underlying issues.
She said it was underlying issues.
Social media is terrible. It's the devil.
I agree with it.
Right.
It is sinful. It will cause you to do things and say things you do not want to do.
That you just can't take back. Yes.
So we got the second female coming in right now. We want to hear what she had to say. Hear what she had to say about the situation.
Yeah, that's right. We still on Big Willie.
So we're gonna hear what she had to say about it. Who do you side with? You side with Will or do you side with Jada?
Will and Jada, Chris Rock the one who got slapped.
But the whole point was, why did he get to that point?
It was an unfortunate incident, first of all, and then I don't think that was the right reaction to. I'm not saying he's not to defend his wife, but I just don't think that he should have slapped him.
No.
I think he could have went backstage. I do think that he should have been escorted out. He should have been allowed to stay. And then he could have got his award at home. I don't think they should strip the award or anything like that. But I think they should have escorted him out. And Jada, because they was there together. And then give his award at home. Because he shouldn't have had the platform to talk.
But what if Chris Rock didn't even know? What if he didn't know that she had it? And he was just being a comedian.
And he was. I believe that he didn't know.
I don't believe he knew.
I don't believe he knew because, like I said, everybody, just because all of us on social media all the time and in folks' business, I mean, everybody is on social media and in folks' business. So I definitely feel like he didn't know. But even if he did know, if you see all of the shows from previous years, he's a comedian, but you can't be a comedian these days.
Right.
Everything and everybody is so sensitive about everything. You can't do or say anything. So
I also feel like it's unfortunate that because the way things happen, it's slightly affected Will's career, but it's boosted up Chris Rock because honestly, I wouldn't have never thought about going to see him to perform, but now I do because I want to see what he's gonna talk about now.
Yeah,
but
because negativity sells in 20.
Yeah, but on the other
era.
hand, Will Smith, it's like he's lost endorsements or other things that has happened due to this happening. So now Chris Rock is like on top now because of that one thing.
Even though it should have been one red.
Well, where was Will?
Scratch that off. We got to start Roger's playing.
We lied today.
right.
I guess my thing was, where was Will's energy when August was whooping his
What do
wife's stuff in
August
the
got
house?
to do with that?
Well, where was the
August
energy?
has nothing to do with
But
that.
where was the energy? Where was him trying to fight August?
Well, he was probably up
when
and giving
August
energy to somebody else
Exactly.
too.
But when August was whooping his wife's stuff in their house, it wasn't nothing said. Why he didn't say, August, keep your wife's breath out of my mouth? Why he didn't say that though?
You don't know what he said.
He ain't said nothing.
You don't know.
Well, from what August said, he got okay to do it.
Okay, so probably
So
so why
then
would
what?
he say something if he didn't give him the okay?
I don't believe that. I don't believe he got okay.
So you believe half of what August say and then don't
I believe
the rest?
it was an entanglement. I believe he was whooping his wife's stuff. I believe that. You don't
He
believe
was
that?
probably-
She said that, so you don't believe it. Now, if she said yes, he said yes, but Titi say no. That's what you telling me.
I say
August was what?
let them folks live.
He was messing around with Jada in the house. They had the entanglement in their house.
In
And
So
that's
now,
Will's
you know, the comedian's
and that's
going
Will's
ham
son
now.
friend.
You know, the
In
comedian's
August.
going hard.
August. No, I'm saying August was his name.
It's like everybody's making
August
fun
had
of
an
entanglement,
everybody
right.
over this
She
man.
got beat up by a dude named
When I
August.
say whoop, I'm talking about sex.
Okay,
Whooping or something.
I can't
Yeah.
get that.
Okay.
September, it was in there too.
No. So how you feel about it? Go ahead.
In November. Well, first and foremost, just looking at it from my perspective, people. First and foremost, Crip Rock, like I was saying behind the scenes. First and foremost, he's reading from a teleprompter. That was not necessarily his words. All he has to do is add. You know, being a comic myself, all you have to you can have somebody write for you, and all you have to do is ad-lib it.
Right.
So what he was basically doing was taking what he read up on that teleprompter in front of him and just was ad-libbing a little bit. And I think he went out his boundaries when he reached over it. And it was probably a joke on there to relate something maybe funny that Jada may have thought was funny, but it didn't come across that way. And I hate that he had that.
He had to prove his love.
But just that cynical, like way he said that or read that prompter at Jada. He could have went 2,000 ways the way he said that. Now Will Smith getting up defending his wife honor.
Where was security?
Well, he was between a rock and a hard
That's Will
place
Smith.
at that
What do you?
point.
I mean, Will Smith.
They don't have no security at the house.
Will Smith is worth $600 million. You ain't going.
He ain't worth
He
too
didn't.
much.
He got up because he felt disrespect. He's been feeling. It was like months worth of disrespect that done built up, and now you done said it on an actual stage in front of me and my wife's face, and I feel like I don't have nothing else to do but get up here and
But was
try
it
to
worth
turn the table. No, it wasn't worth.
Was that whole
No,
thing about
no.
him saying G.I. Jane, was that worth getting slapped?
No, it wasn't worth.
Because
no
if you
slap.
look at G.I.
But
Jane,
the
she
look
looked
on
just
his
like
wife,
her.
the look on his wife's face
Again,
saying,
it's
"Go
a
up there and
teleprompter.
slap that."
All right.
But he should have just.
I think
He should have patted his wife and told her, "Don't worry about it, baby. We're gonna handle this after the show."
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and he could have told him backstage.
He could have left the
He
whole
should have,
thing
but
and had
all
Oscar
of
Grant
that,
to him.
all of that social media is terrible. People, if you do not know who you are, and Will Smith is somebody we know, he know who he is, right? And it will tear you down. If it did him like that, cyberbullying and social media bullying and people saying whatever they want to say on social media is terrible.
Yeah.
Well, again, I love all your points here. They're very valid. But the one thing that still stays the same, and I think we are missing that, he is reading from a teleprompter. Somebody
That's what we
else's
assume.
word.
That's
No,
what we
no,
assume.
I ain't
Everything
you ain't
is
gotta
not-
assume that.
everything-
That was written there.
So do that mean he didn't write it?
He didn't write that joke. He didn't write
I
that
mean,
joke. He
because
just had
you can
to.
write-
Everything
Spin it the
on
way he
TV
wanted to.
is not with
Right,
a
but you can
teleprompter.
write your
But he
own
was
material
teleprompter.
that
We
can
could
be
tell you
on
what.
But did he
teleprompter.
have to
Look at
say
it.
it? Did he have to say what
He
was on
didn't
there?
have to say it. It's like I explained earlier. He just added something else to it and took it to another level. He didn't. He could have just said, "Hey, G.I. Jane," left it alone like that. He added something else. He added something else to that joke that didn't need to be.
What did he say? All he said was,
Well, did
can't
you
wait
look
to
at
see
his
it.
look at his facial expression and the way he turned away and looked at everybody else when he said it?
But then Will laughed though.
Yeah,
He
Will.
laughed,
Will
too.
I don't understand why Will
It's
just
so much
laughed
going
and then
on up
when
here,
Well,
man.
because
Well,
he thought it was funny. That's
Yeah,
why, right?
Will
And
thought
then
it
he
was funny.
saw his wife's face.
And she has a very valid point there. When
Right.
he looked over at Jada, that's when it got real.
It was
Yeah.
like the Rasputin
better-
thing.
He
Like,
was looking like you all go up there
and protect my honor.
Right.
He better be lucky Corey Holcomb wasn't up there.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, initially,
Corey Holcomb would have said more than that.
my
about it.
question
But
is,
I'm sure she, like I said, they say from what I'm hearing, she said she wish she had never did that. Because did you see the video or the clip of the video from the backside after Will got up, went and smacked him, and then you look at her face like she looking in shock, like she don't believe her husband went up there and just did that.
Right.
Hancock. That's how he was, like Hancock.
Yeah. So at the
I
same
would've
time,
taken
yeah, she
That's
felt some
not-
type of way, but she didn't feel
that
no type
wasn't
of way
his
that
personality.
resulted in him going up there smacking that man.
Right.
well,
You don't smack the
Big
man.
Willie did.
Standing there thinking, this nigga really is lost. First of all, you don't slap a man. Okay? I mean, even when slapping was fashionable, and you know, they did it in Paris, the guy would come up, whap, I challenge you.
No,
You don't smack no man.
Oscars.
A
At
man
the Oscars. Right, this ain't the family reunion.
And not to mention, the Oscars was one of the award shows that actors back in the day was just black actors was honored to even get invited to.
And see, that's
Let
another
alone
thing.
get
Yeah,
it
and that's
on
He
another
showed
thing.
it. He didn't mess that
So
up.
the last
No.
time that Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars, it was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
16.
they
And
wanted
he
him to
was
boycott.
joking and talking about them then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
because
said
they asked
something.
him to boycott it.
Yeah, because they got on TV asking people to boycott, and he was like, boycott, like y'all wasn't gonna be nominated for nothing, no way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like it's a combination of things. Will shouldn't have ever slapped that man.
Yeah.
Will, I'm sorry.
I do.
Big Willie.
You know, the thing
Big
is,
Willie.
you
Big
know,
Willie.
Rock handled the situation very well.
He said he ain't saying
Could've
get his
been-
money.
That's right. That's
Could've
right.
been a lot
Lawyers on
worse.
deck.
You know,
But
it
there was
could've been a lot worse,
it's two ways you
know.
it's two ways you can look at the way Chris Rock reacted. One, he you can look at it like he a man. This brother stood up and just said, "That's the best you can do is come up here and do that to me." And he didn't even flinch or try to change up this thing. He just kept at. Will Smith just slapped the shit. That's what he said, didn't
Right,
he?
because he said he did move back a little bit, but then he had to think, I'm at the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And he said, boy, I should.
And
Right.
then he had to realize that we're at the Oscars. I'm
Yeah.
on TV, live TV.
Exactly.
Well-
Will Smith just slapped his out.
You know,
Well, Tony Rock said you got 10 of them to deal with, so I hope it was worth it.
Oh man, come on.
I didn't even know he had the mini siblings.
Bro, all right.
Yeah, a couple of them came out.
Empty threats. Empty threats. That's
Yeah,
just
they not gonna-
that's
I just
real.
think
They ain't
that's
about to
all
throw no
talk.
bread away for
Yeah.
this whole interaction.
No, but yes, there's different levels to this shit. Once you get in a
Yeah.
certain, that's why Chris Rock like, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Talk to my lawyer, buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
On deck.
Yep.
Talk to
Oh,
my
And
lawyer.
he's
Now- now
making,
that's
he's making
real.
his money. You know, he's making his
Yeah.
money with these shows. He's
Yeah.
touring all
So
over.
he's like, okay.
now.
Look, nigga slap me one more time.
But
He say
Chris Rock
slap me
been doing
again.
Well,
He's actually got
I'ma
slapped
say
5 years ago,
that
goddamn
sales have
it.
drastically increased. since-
Yeah, because he's behind the controversy, and as she alluded to earlier.
Negativity
Sales.
sells.
Yep, and I ain't gonna lie, I want to see him too.
See? Yeah, negativity
He gonna be
sells.
here September.
I bet you didn't get that many likes on his post when he said he was finna host the Oscars.
No.
Now,
What you think he should do if he hosts the Oscars again? As soon as he come out, what you think he should do?
Well,
come out in the goddamn
Football.
football uniform.
Well, they're gonna have a whole different.
Come out
Or
in the
he
wrestling.
can come
You
out and
know.
have somebody to bring him a helmet like, before I do this next joke.
Yeah. Put on
What
a
if he
fake,
come out with a?
fake piece or something.
Right.
You don't slap a man. I don't
They
care
go
what I
ahead.
say.
He
I
slapped
think-
him. That was a
Punch,
pit
shove,
slap.
body slam. You don't slap no man.
You didn't think it was at first. You didn't really think it was just like what's the name? Like that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
choreographed.
because you
or
don't slap
something.
no man.
I thought it was fake
got
at
to be
You
first.
thought it was staged.
I'ma tell
I
you.
thought it was staged until
I'ma-
Will Smith sat back down and
He
said,
said,
keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
But y'all gotta understand, Will Smith is a good
He
actor.
is, but that right there,
Yeah, it was the eyes.
it was all in the, and
He was
Jada looked
red,
at, and when Jada looked at him then, she was really lost.
Oh,
Right.
She was still lost from, I don't believe you went up there and smacked that
And
man.
whoever was sitting behind them,
Lupita. She was like,
like,
Right. She don't.
she
know
did the
about
Mariska.
that. She don't know nothing about
right,
that.
she didn't know.
She don't know nothing about
Yeah.
that.
but
She
here's
had her eyes
the okay.
wide open.
Okay.
She looked like she had just wrote Will off. Like, I'm not f***ing with you no more.
Right,
Will.
right.
You got anger management problems.
Okay, here's my question to you people now. what do y'all think the backlash of all this is? Do you think the backlash from all this situation is warranted by Will Smith? He deserves this. He getting a negative press.
I think it's time for
all the.
I think it's time for a celebrity boxing match and let them just go ahead and air it out and make more money.
They both
okay.
I think
Well,
he definitely,
Will Smith a little bit bigger than him. Big Will again.
he definitely deserves
Well,
every
you know, so I
for
don't
his
mean,
lapse
look
of
at him out,
judgment.
But
He
he
deserves
played out late.
whatever he got coming from it because he had a poor lapse in judgment.
But I do think 10 years.
So you
being
think he's
banned
gonna pay
from
for
the
it?
Oscars is
I
a
think he
long
deserves
time.
whatever comes from his
No,
lapse
they
in
didn't do
judgment.
that.
I do not think he deserves to have anything taken from him that he's already achieved.
Right.
No. But if they was to stop him from doing something further because of this, then he deserves that.
Mm.
Yes. Do I think he deserved not to get his award that night?
Well, he earned that.
He
yeah,
earned that.
he-
So
he
they should have, like
really
Tori said, they
did.
should have
Yes,
walked
it
him
was.
out. He should have got that at home, or they should have mailed it to him,
Yeah,
or something
to
like that.
platform to
But
speak.
anything new from that, anything new that stems after that slap, if they try to take it from him, he deserves to have to take it from him.
Well,
But you
I
cannot
hope-
take nothing from
I
him
do
that he
hope
has
they
already
don't take,
accomplished.
the Bel Air, the new, the sequel. You know,
I mean,
hope
that's
they don't take
already
that
out.
away, you know, but I'm saying they haven't done season 2 yet. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
Right.
happens.
I mean, if that happened, that would be
That's
his
pretty
fault.
good, you know.
On the Peacock.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
that
right.
would be his fault.
You know, because he is, talented, but unfortunately, it's a consequence to every action.
Do you think this furthers the stain that most of the other people, what do we call them, fair-skinned people,
Right.
perceive about the brothers?
Oh, my
After him
God.
doing this, do you
No,
think that
I
added a
feel
bigger
like
black eye, or is it
no, it's
everybody
always,
like?
we gonna always have a black eye because we black.
Yeah.
We gonna always have a black eye. It don't matter what we do because it doesn't matter what they do. They can never be deemed trouble. You know, they're never deemed anything.
It's a reason
Mm.
behind there, but with us, it's a whole nother.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta go into a
So
whole
you think
other
Will
thing.
Smith, by his
Okay,
actions,
it's a
perpetuated
known
that stereotype they
behavior.
have about us
I
already?
don't think he perpetuated nothing about black people.
Okay,
I don't think he perpetuated
because
anything.
he did it in
He-
front
we-
of 3
we-
million people.
Yeah, it don't matter. They gonna think what they think about us regardless of
right,
what we
regardless
do.
of what the react, yeah.
They gonna think what they think about us regardless.
Okay.
So who gives a fuck?
Well,
Oh, me so correct. Thank you.
are you guys done on this topic?
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
I mean, I can get more out of it. You know, I'm gonna bring it down because there's so many levels that this touched. Do you think that the Oscars should actually rethink about having comics doing this?
No, I don't think they should rethink that. I don't think they should rethink that because you can't. I mean, comedy is.
Stuff is changing. Period.
Yeah, that's the problem. People
You
are
can't be
become
anything.
so
You can't have an
sensitive,
opinion.
but it's supposed to make you laugh. It's not supposed to make you feel some kind of way when you hear a joke. You're supposed to be laughing. But the problem now in today's society, everybody has gotten so sensitive about everything.
Everything.
So that's the issue.
I've been saying that.
That is the
These
issue.
kids,
You know,
everything
you're
is it's so
supposed to be able
sensitive.
to
This
laugh,
generation
you
is
know.
a generation of depression and
Well,
fucking
any
sensitive.
little thing,
This is
you know.
sensitive. Need to bring Ralph Transman
Shout
back
out to
because-
Ralph.
Yeah,
Right.
shout out to Ralph.
God,
Because
sensitive, you know,
everybody is
I don't think that they
sensitive.
should- I don't think that they should change because the Oscars, you know, who is known to be kind of boring. So they probably was trying to liven it up, having a comedian there in the first place. Because who sits there? So I gotta watch the Oscars.
Ain't nothing written down on my
I
calendar. Ain't on my calendar.
What would have
You
been the
know,
talk?
so-
Like, what would have been the talk? Right, if Will would have walked up there and Chris Rock would have just gave him a 2-piece special and laid him straight out.
With-
What would have been
with
there?
the
What would have
coleslaw?
happened with the quick?
With the cold
Two
slaw.
hot
Scream-
ones.
screaming
The
in black.
They ain't even
The
go to
side of
commercial.
coleslaw.
They ain't go to commercial.
Oh,
nothing.
Lord, man.
What would have happened? He just gave him that 2-piece hot, quick.
It's-
Fully walked up,
it's
laid
still-
him out. What would have
Yeah,
happened
something
then?
It's
had to-
still-
they
it's
would have
still-
to get
Will
escorted
Ticket
Smith.
sales
out.
would have went up.
This
again.
is what I
They
keep
still
trying to
would
tell
have to
you.
get escorted out. The protocol was not done correctly.
Because that's Will Smith.
Because that legally he assaulted him.
That's
That's
Will
against the
Smith.
law. But
True.
it's still, if I slap somebody on the street and somebody called the police, I'm going to jail.
This is true.
So that's the thing too. You have to look at it that way. Legally, if he had slapped somebody, he would be going to jail.
yeah, they should have
So
escorted
they
him
should
out of
have
there.
escorted him out.
I
But
didn't
he-
see no
see,
security.
this is
I
where-
didn't even see no security.
This
That's
is
what
where
I'm saying. They might've-
reputation takes over. Like I was saying
Well, they share
upstairs.
people with money.
Wait a
don't
minute. No,
actually
but
get the
just hear me out, Tori, on this one.
usually.
It's Will Smith. Will Smith is what if you leave Tupac Shakur or Biggie Smalls or Will Smith in the room with a bunch of white folks, which one do you think they would feel safer with?
Of course, Will Smith.
Will Smith
Well,
has
you
got
put
that.
Biggie cock out ass in there, and
You know that you already know.
Boy, it's going down today.
and Tupac.
Right.
Like, what's the options? But of course,
Right.
you
But
know,
Will Smith.
I would still
Right.
make it the
Will
supplemental.
Smith, I just
He
couldn't
is-
believe that he cussed. I have never heard.
keep
I
my
Exactly.
wife
I just
at your mother's mouth.
couldn't.
And that goes with the premise I was setting out. Will Smith is wholesome to white folks.
Right, because he never.
Well, we don't give
No,
with
he
the
had
white
to be
folks.
mad. He had to be upset because for him.
He
to
is wholesome
cuss-
to us too.
Oh Lord. That one slap once right
Well, I think too.
Summer,
I think because
summer,
the way you're
summertime.
referencing it, I think it's because it's the Oscars.
Y'all
You
know,
it's
I bet they're
made-
not gonna invite me
the
back.
Oscars was
They're not gonna invite me
prominently known
back.
for
Warning
white
and caution.
people,
They're
white
not gonna
actors.
invite me back.
It was a thing where we
Yes, we
always
are.
wanted to be accepted.
Right.
Well, actors and actresses, black actors and actresses, wanted to be accepted in the Oscars.
Right.
So now we in 2022.
But Will
that's
Smith
what
is the
you're
most
saying. So
accepted
now
out of
acceptable-
all of us. He's not.
Who says? No, he's not the
Oh,
most
please.
accepted. He's not the most accepted.
Yes, he fits the narrative of what they think we should be. I'm not gonna cross that over because they won't take nobody who has what's the word, thuggish, or anybody who shows traits of anger. Will Smith has been built
Yeah,
up
he
as this
never-
wholesome guy,
yeah, he
just
never
like
showed
she
that.
just said, and yourself. You never heard this man curse.
Not
Out of
in
all
his
the times
music,
you've seen it.
you know, but you know, it's just
They feel safe around that. Somebody else outside of that box, they ain't feeling safe with. And I bet you, if it was some other actor that ain't wholesome like Will Smith,
Like Samuel.
they would have got up there and whooped that ass. They would have escorted his ass out and everybody that was with him. But here, the simple point is, they built Will Smith up and got a certain perception of him, and that's why he
Yeah,
wasn't
he crashed.
treated
Who would say
like
they
us.
ain't been Will built himself. You giving them folks too much credit.
Well,
Caution.
we
You
can-
give them too much credit.
Can we give Will Smith, just among us, can we give Will Smith $600 million in some movies? Some more movies. No, we can't.
We
ain't
can't.
we don't own no studios.
Collectively,
We don't
all
own no-
the
we don't own no
support,
studio.
You know, collectively, all the support that he's gotten from the black community.
Okay. He's not really
I
got.
mean, we just
No,
don't,
he's really
you
got
know,
this. He was
our
always soft.
resources
Remember?
is not,
His
you know, it's
sexual was soft.
a different level of resources. That's why, you know, we don't have resources the way fair skin
People got.
people got. First of all, so that's one thing. You know, it just takes longer for us to get to certain levels.
Exactly. And here's what I tell anybody about entertainment is, it's different parts of entertainment. We can be entertained by us, but it's just saying that if it was somebody that a black actor we all like, really like, and he was based on more of what we are today, you know, and just be him. We only 13% of the electric. You got to get that other. You got to go get that other half. The other half, if they have to find him to be non-threatening. He can't be looking like Jay. He can't be looking like me. He has to be a certain way. His mannerisms are supposed to be a certain way. Will Smith, I'm gonna honestly tell you, has not been himself in over probably 30 some years. But he been making that bread. He was the number in, what was it?
Would you think-
2005. He was the number one man in Hollywood. He was the most paid actor.
Outside
That
of
man was signing $125 million contracts to do a movie.
Do you think it changed after the Red Table incident? Do you think that's what changed?
I think Jada
'Cause they went
embarrassed
public with
him.
that. They went public with that.
I think
thing.
Jada embarrassed him, and it raised eyebrows everywhere because we've always I don't know about everybody here, but I've always heard they had an open
That they were
relationship.
swingers.
Yeah.
That's what everybody heard.
So you really can't get caught up in that real. Think about that, like, well, they do that. That's what they do. So why is Will getting mad about it now? And y'all been doing that for years.
Because that's
Well,
what
I think
people.
that's
Because for
I
one,
think
we
they
don't know
probably-
these people's lives. We go
Exactly.
off stuff we hear. We go
Right,
off
exactly.
the National Enquirer, the newsstand stuff that's telling us about people's lives that we don't know the truth
Right.
about.
So we don't know if they.
And so when they got on the Red Table Talk and they said that they weren't swingers,
Right. That's my
because
point.
that's what they said, that
That's
they
my
weren't
point.
swingers on Red Table Talk,
Mhm.
and that's what people say, but they are not swingers.
Right.
All right.
They don't swap out their husbands and wives. They said that on there. So if you believe what they said, then I mean, I don't know if you just believe what they said versus what we've been hearing all of this time.
Yeah.
But let me. Okay, so now I throw a question out there about this red table thing. Honestly,
Air and dirty laundry.
if you would have been Will, would you stay after all that?
If you know you're not a swinger, if you know you're not
You're not
swinging,
swingers,
Okay.
and your wife did August.
Like
everywhere.
I said,
in your house, and
On
that's
the
your
floor.
friend.
That's
They-
That's
the
your
floor.
now
son's
keep in
friend,
mind,
boy.
I've only seen bits and pieces because I try not to be so wrapped up in celebrity or other people's lives.
That's good. I admire you. For
It's
that.
I try not to be
That's
wrapped up in it.
That's right.
But Will just did and I saw a partial of it
Mhm.
when he just did the interview with Gayle King, and he said him and his wife has not had any infidelity in their relationship.
See?
Don't nobody
Infidelity
believe it.
means what? Cheating.
Right.
So maybe they had breaks, or maybe they had some separations where
The
we're
wording.
separated.
Right, the wording.
Yeah,
Right,
we're
right.
separated.
Right.
So no, my wife didn't cheat on me. We worked together.
Right.
You have to be careful.
Well, no, because technically, if you are
Right,
separated,
that's true.
you
still
are
married.
still married.
You
And
still
you are
married.
not supposed to cheat.
This is
Technically.
this.
So that's why
But it's
different strokes
only-
for different folks and different people and their
technically,
relationships.
but it's
Because
only so it only
Not,
like
I don't know how it is
15
if you
states.
legally
I
file
think it's only in
for
15 states.
separation, but you know, because you can be separated and not divorced.
Mm.
You can legally file.
You can
I know you can legally
file.
file for separation, but in certain states you can't.
Mhm.
You can say you separated, but like
But
you said, you
technically,
still
you're
married.
Still not. Yeah, technically, you are not supposed. to.
That's in the eyes of God.
Yeah,
I don't think people
that's
doing a lot of
right,
things
that's what I'm saying.
thinking about God's lives.
So let me ask you this: when you legally separate, do you have to legally unseparate?
That's
I ain't
about
never heard.
right.
I ain't never heard nobody.
Somebody
legally
write that in the
unseparate.
comments.
If you legally
Right.
right,
I don't know.
look,
Or do you just get back together and say the heck with what we already signed?
I don't know how that works.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
I ain't trying to
See,
find
sometimes
out.
Right.
Divorce is not an option over
But
here.
but if they have been taking breaks, as you guys
Well,
say, breaks.
right? If that's what they
How many
chose.
breaks they damn take? Because we've been hearing a
But
lot of
whatever
them.
it takes to make their marriage survive.
Right,
Every
you don't
marriage
know.
is
That's it, depending on
per
what
the
they,
couple.
You know, agreed.
What
to,
makes
or
your
what-
marriage work might not work for us or might not work for the next person. Every marriage is different, I believe.
Every marriage should be
It
is
is
a.
every-
I get every marriage is like a house. It has
But-
2 doors. They got a recreational damn
Yeah,
thing.
every
Well,
marriage-
that's whatever works for them.
Every
They still
marriage is
married. How many
different.
times? How long you been married?
I ain't been married
Oh,
since
well,
nothing.
well, guess what?
Since
See,
never been.
Some opinions just shouldn't be.
And that's what they are.
You know, I'm just saying we're not married, so how can we really fully? We can put our opinion out there,
All right.
but unless we're actually
walking through it.
that, what does our opinion really matter to a married couple?
This is true. Yes, they
Unless
do.
we is the priest or something.
And even then,
You and even then, it's like,
Right.
Pastor, you ain't married to my wife, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right?
So at the end of the day, that's how I
That's
just feel
what
about
they
it.
had to make it work.
Yeah,
I guess
and
that's
they-
how, you know, and they were young. They were young. when they
Yeah,
got married.
everybody
They
relationship
were- I
is
don't know,
different.
they
You
were
wonder
20.
how people stay, and that's
But
another.
she
But
married. I don't know,
Jada
I
got
think
a
that
lot,
was
had
her.
dated a lot of
And
people.
one of my clients also mentioned that when Jada's, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that Jada's mom told her she was going to marry Will. Like, you're going to
Allegedly.
marry, you're not going to be.
Yeah, and
That's
Jada be
Put that on
talking.
there.
They be
I
talking
don't
about
want
that. How
nobody
she said
slagging us with
that
it.
she didn't really want to marry
Allegedly.
Will Smith.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have, like.
He was like a safe route for her. She didn't
Yeah,
really want to marry
yeah.
him. They talk about that all
Dad,
the
Dad
time.
said, oh, that was Dad said she messed with one of Crisscross. That was the other person.
Jump-
That's what Dad's from Dog Pound. He said that she was messing around with
Well,
one
I
of the Crisscross.
already know who she.
I had to show
I know
you.
she was messing with Pac, right? Okay, we
Well,
know that.
that's up in the air. She claimed
I
that
know she was definitely involved with Grant Hill before Tamia.
allegedly.
No, yeah, man, she used to wear this jersey on there all the time. They were seen out places.
Allegedly. That don't mean
Now,
nothing
I
because
mean,
you
they
wear
was
somebody's
kicking
jersey.
it. It was kicking it. I didn't.
We gonna get
Can I
sued.
say kicking it?
gonna
You know
get
what I
sued.
want. The other word I want to say. The other
We gonna
phrase.
get
I want.
sued.
Okay.
Right, but you all up in
Allegedly.
her head. You don't know what she doing with her
Allegedly.
dad.
Right.
Allegedly. I don't
know.
say that from everybody. The world.
Well-
I mean, but
Well, it's just sad that one unfortunate incident brought all of these other things out.
But it was already out.
I know,
August
but
brought all
we
that out.
really- it's like
That
everybody
just was the
knows.
icing on the
I
goddamn cake.
know. Now we talking about everything.
when we
Yeah.
speak of August, we have to say
I don't even want to get started because where did he even come from? Who is he? Where did he come from?
That's
came
one
from
of the
May and
friends
June.
or
I don't
something.
know.
Who is he?
August
a rapper?
Alsina is an R&B singer.
Right.
Is he
and
sweet?
he's friends with one of her
He
kids,
was-
right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, August Alsina is
Right.
what in his is he in his 20s? Is he 30 yet? August Alsina, August Alsina fine.
Is he sweet?
Get it, Jada.
Jada ain't no cougar. She ain't no cougar.
And
She
you okay in that joke?
damn saber tooth.
See, this is why.
Jada.
Me and Caution. This is
She
why
a saber tooth. God, you got a gun. Oh,
See?
wow.
she okay in this foolishness.
Man. Jada like a young
Don't listen to that. Don't listen.
She wait outside in front of that kindergarten. Yeah, I told you.
Oh, he ain't number 29.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
Gotta Stella.
She ain't Stella. She ain't got no groove back. She bringing diapers back.
She never
That's
lost
wrong.
it. And he know it. That's why.
Oh,
Right.
well, hey, if you see honey,
Maybe
go
Will
up to the...
stuff was getting a little droopy.
Oh. Big Willie. Go talk about Big Willie.
Big Lily.
All right, we cut this.
Oh.
We cut this right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we
We've
go.
been
So,
drinking and thinking.
so until next time.
We are trying to say
We out. Our guest for the day.
Bye.
So till next time, take caution.
Heed the warning.
Heed the warning.
That we got up there and whooped that ass.